Hi guys, thank you and welcome guys. It's on Joest, and yes, I hope you're having an amazing time from wherever you are, guys. I feel good, I'm fine, guys, and I feel like we have at least to have something at least to share or how to talk about. And this is all about the cultures in Africa, and especially the country that I have visited. Yes, I have at least visited a country like Uganda because I'm a Kenyan, of course, yes, and I have visited a country of Uganda here in East Africa. And there's culture shocking, guys. The culture shocking of Ugandans. They will amaze you guys. So those guys they behave very differently. Here in East Africa, most of us, like here in Kenya, we are like Westerners, we behave like, mostly like white people, especially when it comes to the women's or our women's. They mostly behave as if we are white people or something like that. But when you go to Uganda, guys, it's very different and very shocking, especially for those who have never went there. In Uganda, the different cultures is that the women respects men. They believe that men are everything to them. And therefore, even when it comes to the greeting time, they will kneel down. Those women, they will kneel down for their men, and also they behave, it's very quite different. For example, if they bring food to the table for their men or for the men, they make sure that they at least kneels down, they kneel down and yes, and they say thank you very much and please eat this food. It is here for you to eat, you see. On that one, it's very different here in Kenya, because here in Kenya, sometimes women don't even cook for the men. They say if you want to eat, you can cook yourself, which is quite very different. Also, culture shocking. And also, I went to Uganda, and now it came to a point where now they were coming. Some women comes to greet us, and it was really hard there, or very very culture shocking, because these women, they came and they kneeled down in front of us and they started, greeting us, saying, "How are you doing?" We said, "Fine." They went far again to ask, "How is your chicken back at home?" We said, "Fine." They went far again to say, "How is your cows, how is your sheep and goats and all that?" So we said all is fine. So that was really culture shocking for me, because here in Kenya that does not happen. Here we just greet people. For example, if it's a woman, she just come where you are and then she just stand there and say, "How are you, all of you?" Then you say, "We are fine," and all that. So that's how the culture shocking that I witnessed when I went to Uganda. Again, on the other thing is also the food. Their food is also different. The preparation of the food is quite different. When they prepare, for example, they love eating some bananas, or I don't know, but I think I'll call it banana or matoke, as that's the smashed bananas. They smash the bananas together, and then they mix it very well, and they cook it with the stews, maybe fish stew or a meat, depending on the decision of the day, or sometimes with some vegetable. Yes, and it's very nice and sweet, super super sweet. That's the culture different and also shocking that I have witnessed there. So on the other hand, but also I came to realize something. Now their men, they are like, now if the woman taking, the difference is like, if the woman taking care of home in that way, also men takes care of, or make sure that the much needed is also available. For example, something like maybe sugar or other things, basic commodities that are needed at home, they make sure that those things are also get home on at the right time. On the other hand, also women's, I saw most of the people who goes to the plantation or to the farms are women. So the women are the most who goes to the farms, and also the ones who plants, and also who plants how the farms will everything will happen in the farm. On the other hand, men's now, they are now do other things, like maybe they go for, maybe if he's a barber, he have a barber shop, he goes for that one. Early in the morning, he don't go to the farm. He wakes up in the morning, he brushes, he prepares himself, he takes, if it's a tea around or some porridge or whatever, and then he goes to the shop. So the men's mostly works for those, they go to the shops or wherever they work, or for the work, and well, the woman goes to the farms just to make sure that the plantation also they are doing well. For example, removing some weeds and all that. So that's how it works there. And for me, it's like the culture shocking, because here in Kenya, all of us, we have to do the same. For example, if a woman goes to the farm, you have to go, all of you as a family. In the morning, if you wake up in the morning, you say, okay, today is a farm day. For example, we live here in the village, so our work is just to go to the farm and then make sure that the farms are clean and what we have planted and all that. And if it is in the shop, on the same, when I go to the shop, we go with my wife and all that, and we do things in the shop there and all that, and then we come back together. Or when evening comes, we close it down together, and then we go back to the house, and then we start now counting, how much we got and all this, as you know. So that's the culture, different of the culture shocking that I saw on the other side of the country. But otherwise, it's Africa. It's a very nice place, and we love it here. Yeah, so that's how it is. But on the other hand, as I have been watching on YouTube, when it comes to the West Africa, there's something different, especially when it comes to the food. When it comes to the food there, I saw that most guys there, the food preparation is quite different, because you find, like, if somebody prepares fish, he can mix fish and meat, vegetable together. Everything is got mixed together, and then, which is quite very different with East Africa here, because here in East Africa, everything we prepare it differently. If it is fish, we just cook fish only. If it is goat meat, you cannot mix goat fish, and you cannot mix a sheep meat and all the other meats together. No, we just cook separately. Like if it's goat meat, it's just a goat meat. If it's a sheep meat, it's just a sheep meat. So if it's a fish, it's just a fish. If it's a chicken, it's just a chicken. You can't mix it with anything else apart from that one. And also you make sure that, okay, here we make sure that we don't put a lot of tomatoes and these onions and some chilies. No, it is just very, very just few. For the full chicken, you can just put just maybe 2 or 1 tomato, and maybe half of onions, and maybe just a piece of garlic and all that. But in West Africa, just so like they mix a lot of these tomatoes, the onions together with chilies and all that, and all these meats and fish and all the vegetable, which is quite very different. But okay, I don't mean that I can't eat it. I can eat it, yes, because as you know, in the world, nothing is the thing is simple. It's like you just make decision, like, okay, I want to eat it or I can't eat it, But for me, I feel like I can eat, when I learn, I can eat. And also the other thing that I said that it's very different in West Africa and here in East Africa is that when it comes to the food, they just swallow. They don't chew it. And here we chew it. At least we make sure that we chew the food. But there they just swallow, and which is very different. I don't think that many East Africans can be easily adopted kind of maybe food. But all in all, the way everybody uses to, it's okay. So yes, that's how it is, and that's how I felt like, it's good just to share it here in my YouTube channel. It have been for the past 3 days I have not been for the last 2 days I think I have not been sharing any video, or I have not uploaded any video, and I felt like, why not use this one at least to upload a video and also to make you be part of my YouTube channel. So guys, please make sure that you like, also you subscribe, and I will appreciate, guys. So thank you, and bye bye, at least for this one. Bye, see you next time.